शत्रुबुद्धिर्विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपो हरतु मे पापं दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते।
Namaste everyone. It's an immense pleasure to tell about the 11th International Yoga Day. So when it was introduced in 2014-15, so it was a very festival, bright festival of India to tell that we have a beautiful ancient wisdom on modern new era. So to take care of the health, that is through yoga. So all the 10 years, there are different themes and different ways to introduce the yoga to the public as well as to the each and every people in the earth. So on that, this year, the theme of the International Yoga Day is One Earth, One Health. So the people who are surviving in the earth, so the humanity should maintain the health, they have told, without any medication or without spending the money, is only through the yoga. So this year, Central Council Yoga and Naturopathy Research has informed that, the CCRYN has informed that you should do the Yoga Samamvesh. Samamvesh means gathering together and giving the things of each and every person the introductory part of the yoga. So our institution took the mental health and wellness program and we are doing the Yoga Samamvesh on this. So mental health, so I can tell from the age of 6 to 60 or 70, so everyone tells that like we have stress, we have tension. So according to their age group, according to their problems which they are facing, so they feel that it is a stress. So there are, as you all know, there are two types of stress. One is eustress and distress. So until and up till like you do some work, that is a eustress. So when you overload, that is the distress. So for that, so we have taken the 2 sessions of understanding the mental health and well-being in later life for the elderly program for the yogic perspective, and also the simple yogic practices for the cognitive health and emotional balance in the seniors. So in this program, I would like to welcome our dignitary of our institution. So the president of the Sharda Group of Institution, Dr. M.B. Puranik sir, so who is having a visionary point on Indian system of medicine and giving the health service to the public through Indian system of medicine, where he has given most innovative things and also inspiring us to improve in the yoga and naturopathy as well as the Indian system of medicine. So I welcome you, sir, for this program of Yoga Samamvesh.
I request Dr. Swapna to hand over the flowers to M.B. Puranik sir.
So I would like to welcome the chief guest and the chairperson of this Yoga Samamvesh, Dr. Naveen G. Halappa. So we call him Sir Dr. Naveen GH. So he is basically BNYS, MSc, PhD, NIMHANS, Department of Yoga, BBS, Central University, Lucknow, former chair, Leibniz University, Germany. So I can tell that like he is the first person who has completed his PhD, means BNYS graduate who has completed his PhD from the NIMHANS. So, and also he has published many of the papers where he stands the first author, and basically getting the PhD in the NIMHANS is not a small thing. So Yoga University or any other university, fine, we can get the PhD. So, but NIMHANS is basically for the health as well as mental well-being and all those things runs with NIMHANS. In the Bangalore, he has got that PhD. We are happy for that, and also like he has worked in different institutions, and he has been chaired in different institutions like so as Enopaya, Chettinad, JSS, and also SDM. And right now he is working in the Lucknow. So I welcome you, sir, for this program. Thanks for being here.
I request Dr. Anup to hand over the flowers to Dr. Naveen Hallappa, sir.
So I would like to welcome our session, so where yoga for mental health and senior citizen, so which will be taken by the Dr. Roshita, BNYS MD, Naturopathy Clinical. She is the CEO of Dr. Roshita's Health Clinic, Kasaragod. Basically, Roshita completed her BNYS from SDM, and also like she has completed her MD from Alvas College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences, and she has taken the unique way of doing the clinic that is only for the women's health is mainly important. So she basically have a studious vision on giving the health for the women's through yoga and naturopathy. So she will be the speaker of today's session for understanding the mental health well-being in later life, a yogic perspective. So I welcome you, Dr. Roshita, for this program.
I request Dr. Tanmay to welcome Dr. Roshita with flowers.
So I welcome Dr. Sandeep Bekal sir, so who is our principal of Sharda Ayurveda Medical College. So always our sister council college, Dr. Sandeep sir, always give us the helping hand. Also, like he tried to give a new innovative ideas for both the colleges, and also like we on the basis of the yoga Samamvesh on the occasion of 11th International Yoga Day 2025. I welcome you, sir.
I request Dr. Bhavana to welcome Dr. Sandeep Bekal sir with flowers.
So I also welcome our Vice Principal, Dr. Latamani Madam, who is a backbone, always giving the great support and also ideas for conducting the programs, and also like she always gives the visual of whatever the pros and cons of doing the programs or the educational system. So she inspires the students, she gives motivate to the staffs, and also like always being a backbone of the institution. So I would like to welcome Dr. Latamani Madam for this Yoga Samavesha.
I request Dr. Supriya to hand over the flowers to Dr. Latamani ma'am.
So always our institution is coming in the media, paper, and also the visual media, and also the paper media. So I would like to welcome the press reporters and also visual media reporters for this program. So I welcome you from Sharda and also the Yoga Samavesha. I would like to welcome my staff. Each and every staff have taken their initiative. Always they are supporting whenever we tell the program. So they will be always enthusiastic to come up and take the responsibilities and do the work. So I would like to welcome my staffs of Sharda Yoga Naturopathy Medical College. So I would like to welcome the admin, Dr. Praful, so, and also the IT department, Mr. Chetan. So I would like to welcome the principals of Sharda School Day Board, Mr. Mohan Das sir. So Mohan would like to welcome the
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah. At the outset, I would like to thank the president of Sharada Group of Institutions. In fact, when I came to this campus, I was very happy by looking at the natural environment around, and which is very much suitable for yoga and naturopathy hospital and medical college. I don't think throughout India we have this much natural scenery surrounding any medical college and hospital. I visited almost all the medical colleges and hospitals throughout India. I think this is the best. Without having love towards the nature, he should have not introduced Yoga and Naturopathy Hospital and Medical College here. So I thank him for that, and also to invite me here. And I would like to thank Dr. Nandish, the Principal and Chief Medical Officer of Sharada Yoga and Naturopathy Medical College. I have seen him during his MD time. He was very good in administrative skills. Whatever Dr. Prashant sir used to give him, he used to do with utmost sincerity, 100% he used to do. So I'm very happy with for that. Now he is the principal, heading the Institute of Yoga and Naturopathy here. Similarly, I thank the Ayurveda principal and vice principal here, and other faculty and other deans and principals of other group of Sharada group of institutions, and my dear students. Today we have gathered here to celebrate as a signature event of International Yoga Day 2025. So today's theme is Yoga on Elderly. So I used to witness, one more colleague was with me, Dr. Adit Prasad. He was working on yoga and elderly people, and I was working on yoga and depression. Okay, but both are relevant to elderly population, because elderly population suffer from anxiety, depression, addiction, in case if they have some interpersonal issues or family issues or economical issues, and even they may end up with psychosis. Some comorbid conditions also they may have, like hypertension, coronary risk factors, diabetes, and there are many other issues also as well. So yoga, how it is helping, yoga and mental health. So you should know, all of you know what is health, right? Health is not merely an absence of disease, it is the well-being of physical, mental, social, and emotional levels. But one more dimension was given to yoga from Sri Aurobindo, that is spiritual well-being. Initially, WHO also had given this component, but objectively they could not measure and prove that God exists or not. But to be organized everywhere, forget about 72,000 plus gods, but at least one energy exists, that is the God. So spiritual well-being was added to yoga from Sri Aurobindo, who coined all-round personality development, okay, as part of integral yoga. So mental health, what is mental health? To explain this, Swami Vivekananda quote, each soul is potentially divine. All of us cannot become doctors or engineers or advocates, isn't it? We need to understand our potentiality and we need to work upon that. And we should be in a position to cope up with the day-to-day stressors. We have been coming across a lot of stressors in the day-to-day life, but we should be in a position to cope up. That is what we call resilience. Everyone has different level of resilience that we need to adopt, where yoga plays a very, very significant role. And in one or the other way, we should contribute to the society. What our beloved President Pranik sir has been doing, he has empowered many students, thousands of students, and many institutions he has brought up here. That is how he has contributed to the community. Each and everyone has the capacity to contribute so significantly to the society. That is what we call mental health. Apart from interpersonal relations, social relations, there are many aspects there to look into it, and even emotional control, where yoga plays a very, very important role. When it comes to evidence, neurocognitive functions, when people do yoga, this was a study done in NIMHANS for 6 months. They could see, they selected the elderly homes across Bangalore, and they could see improvement in neurocognitive functions, that is attention, memory, executive function. Executive function is nothing but the way you plan and think and you execute that work to the perfection. That is what we call executive function, was improved in elderly people. And also, elderly people, majority of them, they will be anxious or depressed. So when they have severe depression, which is between 16 to 20 Hamilton depression rating score, generally they develop with reduction in hippocampal volume, hippocampus. That is very important for memory consolidation. To have long-term memory, that will be shrinked. If you imagine hippocampus like this, it will be shrink like this, hippocampal volume will be reduced. With the practice of yoga, the hippocampal volume was increased. Okay, this is very important aspect which you need to understand. And further, yoga is not just yoga asanas or pranayama or meditation. It is much beyond, mudras, bandhas, yogic diet, and yogic counseling. Again, from the traditional yoga texts like Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Yoga Vashishta, Bhagavad Gita, everywhere if you see, the importance was given to mental health. Yoga is a profound technique to improve the mental health. So all these aspects we need to look into, and also from Vedas and Upanishads. This put together what we call yoga, that should be advocated to the elderly population. And further, if you look at the objective parameters, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which will be low in people with elderly because they are anxious and depressed. With the practice of yoga, the BDNF level could be increased in the brain. Okay, these are yoga has been very useful, and also the hypertension, diabetes management, and etc. Some other non-communicable diseases. But however, we are yoga and naturopathy medicine physicians. Always we should, even if it is International Yoga Day or Naturopathy Day, we should talk about both yoga and naturopathy, isn't it? That's what I feel like. So if we further go with our evidence, what is scientific evidence we have, like St. John Wort is one of the top herbal remedy which is very useful to reduce depression scores, which is equivalent to imipramine, which is the gold standard drug to treat depression. Similarly, Chinese herb ginkgo biloba, it is also very useful as a remedy. And to improve the sleep quality, also we have many herbal supplement can be given to the patients. So sleep issue is one of the major factor. What I could observe at NIMHANS, when we used to treat depression patients, their sleep quality used to improve. So patients, among those sleep quality was improved, they used to respond much faster and even to reduce the depression scores. So yoga plays a very important role, and yoga and naturopathy treatment, there are many hydrotherapy treatments, massage therapy, and many other acupuncture, and etc., which work like a synergistic effect. The evidence now, which is on only one treatment, but if you look at whole umbrella of yoga and naturopathy treatment, starting from dietetics and nutrition, where omega-3 fatty acid is very important to address anxiety and depression which elderly people come across. And similarly, vitamin B12, folate also is equally important. At the end, I would like to say, due to lack of time, Dr. Venkatrao has given 5 Panchatantras. But with my clinical and scientific expertise or experience, I would say 5 to 6 important pathophysiological mechanisms which work in almost all non-communicable diseases. What is that? One is chronic stress, that is where yoga is best. And second is oxidative stress, the stress which happens at the cellular level. You can incorporate with the help of antioxidants to manage that. Okay, and further you need to manage the chronic inflammation, and further you need to manage the gut dysbiosis. You will be surprised to know the healthy bacteria which is in our intestine is able to produce the neurotransmitters like GABA, serotonin, endorphin, okay, and further dopamine single-handedly without the neuronal link from the brain. But in some aspects it has link with brain, that is what we call gut-brain axis. In naturopathy we used to say constipation is the root cause of disease, right? Now it has been proven. Gut has the ability to produce its own neurotransmitters. So we need to address the dysbiosis. And one more very important aspect is autophagy, impaired autophagy, that you need to address. That can be addressed with the practice of fasting therapy, intermittent fasting, that we used to follow in naturopathy hospitals. However, it has become more famous after the Nobel Prize winner from Japan scientist who introduced how autophagy mechanism can be improved with the practice of fasting therapy, which we have been following in our hospital since decades. So we need to address all these 5 to even oxidative stress, all these 5 to 6 aspects to manage most of the non-communicable diseases. I'm very happy that hospital is coming up in a serene, natural environment. I hope many patients, first students should follow yoga and naturopathic lifestyle, even staff. Then you should address the family and relatives. Then you should address the public. That should become, then you will be more confident about the system. With this, I would like to conclude my talk on yoga and elderly. I thank even Center Council for Research in Yoga and Naturopathy for supporting yoga and naturopathy institutions. And we are very happy that Dr. Raghavendra Rao is the current director of CCRON, and there much improvement has been observed under his leadership. And once again, I thank the management and Dr. Nandish and faculty and students for this. Thank you.
Respected President of Tulnad Education Trust, Dr. M.V. Puranik sir, and my today's chief guest, Dr. Naveen, as well as Dr. Roshita, and my dear colleagues, Dr. Nandish and Dr. Latamani, and all the faculty members and students. At the outset, I would like to congratulate all of you for having owned this course and having chosen this course, and you get a better opportunity to explore yoga as an insider as compared to rest of us as outsiders. Definitely yoga is also part of the curriculum in Ayurveda. Invariably we also get to see some glimpses of yoga, but you get to interact with yoga and implementing it not only for yourselves, also for the patients, thereby leading to well-being of everyone. Therefore, it's a very auspicious day for you, and it's a very good opportunity for you to showcase your science to the world and make them aware and remind them about the benefits of yoga, which can actually be implemented even without any medicine. Therefore, this is a very unique science, as well as a science which is very close to mine, Ayurveda, because both Ayurveda and yoga go hand in hand. And wherever there is some need for medicine, always we are there to help you out. And wherever we require your intervention, I'm sure that you would always opt to help us out. Therefore, on this occasion, I would once again congratulate the management as well as the principal as well as the staff for having organized this program and for having will be delivering a couple of talks on very important topics which are the need of the hour. And I also consider myself blessed for having got an opportunity to, in fact, interact with many stalwarts of yoga for having been in the Ayurdama campus. Very often I am called in here, and every guest who comes in here has some message to convey, and I do make it a point to convey these things to my students as well. As I told, like whenever you start your practice, invariably yoga also is a part of the practice in Ayurveda, and we also have a lot of scope for collaboration. Very recently I happened to see one video wherein they had actually displayed an instrument which in fact gives you an idea about the poses. Like if you happen to do a particular pose of yoga in front of that instrument, it happens to capture the image and it gives you a feedback about what is wrong in the posture or maybe how it can be corrected further. So this is one area where you find a lot of scope for innovation, and therefore all my students out there, you also have a lot of scope for innovation in different ways. Possibly this was one of the examples of it. This was developed by IIT Chennai, if I'm not wrong. Therefore, you also have plenty of opportunities of this kind wherein you can come up with many innovations, not only in terms of instruments, also in terms of services, and try to cater to the whole world. And with these words, I conclude and thank the principal for giving me an opportunity to interact with you. Thank you.
I am excited and very happy to be here as a poor student of yoga. I am excited because the principal and staff are able to get very able teacher, researcher, Dr. Naveen Halappa, G. Halappa. I heard his speech word by word, sentence by sentence. Some technical terms I could not digest because partially I am deaf due to my age. I am consulting yoga and naturopathy people to treat my hearing. People say it is natural at a certain age. And you are able to get another speaker, Dr. Roshita, who is going to address. I am not here to speak to you, but I am here to learn. As a person who wanted to develop the Indian systems, even in my education, from primary school, pre-university, degree, even in naturopathy and Ayurveda, I have to emphasize more on Indian values, sir, Indian values. People call, why Puranic? You could have started a medical college, modern allopathic medical college, physiotherapy or many engineering college. I said, our intention is not to make money and to enrich my empire. I am already 80, nearing 80. I don't have any intention to make money. My intention is to do something good to the society, the younger generation, nation at large, India at large. My friends, Dr. Halappa calling, he was there in Germany more than a year in an university as an assistant professor, associate professor. He was telling his experience. We Indians lagging behind for 25 years in hygiene, in way of life, how we manage the things, how we maintain our localities, how much we make use of the things. He says it is worth to hear because I have seen Germany, I have seen America, England, everything. As a tourist we visit. But a person, as a student, he lived there. And he taught there, he knows the difference. Every one of us feel Economically, India has become fifth economic country, richest country as far as turnover and wealth is concerned. I am not important, it's not important. We should stop the way the Westerns, the Eastern people, everybody look upon us with a disgrace. Unfortunately, when I was a student, long back, I born pre-independence. Before the independence I born. I know what are the problems we faced immediately after the independence. The entire world used to look upon India is a poor country. Daridra Desha. And poverty, ignorance, blind belief, cobras, and also misunderstanding, everything, poverty, above what? Poor country. We used to go to the Western and all rich countries with a begging bowl, give me wheat, give me milk powder, give me protein. That was the condition once. My young friends say now, India doesn't visit others with a begging bowl. We are in a position to contribute. Forget about anything but the corona. How best our nation, our Prime Minister and our research people have faced this corona. Not only we have invented our own antibiotic, but we were in a position to contribute to other countries, African countries, so many countries. We sent our vaccine. That is the difference. I tell you, please look, somebody may say anything. The modern allopathic people say, ಏನು ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಅಂದರೆ ಗಿಡಮೂಲಿಕ ಎಲೆ ಚಕ್ಕೆ, that way they say. And others also say, what is yoga, what is naturopathy, adella some bogus, it's not there. In Western world, all improved countries, they depend on chemicals. What are the artificial tablets, injections? Of course, antibiotics may be there. Even otherwise, they are the extract or the chemicals, nothing but not natural things. Maybe some natural. Most of the chemical formula, we can see what is the compound involved in a medicine. When you are curing one disease, you are creating problem in other sphere. When you create a lacuna to fill the mud from other side, the lacuna, the empty space remains. That's why, my young friends, here are the examples. Studying again. He's a young man, the madam, so young they are. They have got the courage, determination. Yes, we can do. He is the first doctorate in yoga, a product of SDM and Alva, and with all pride and boldness, he says, yoga and naturopathy is no way secondary to other system. That much of knowledge he has acquired. Even today, he is eager to learn more and more and introduce these things in our system. So I'm really thankful to Principal Nandish and other faculty. Please invite rich people, knowledgeable people to our campus. I'm not only worried about the regular class, finishing the portion, conduct the test, preparing for the university examination. That is a part of it. That is a part you're in. More than that, as a student of science, I'm a student of science. I don't say that I'm a professor. Mangalore University has given me doctorate. That is not the doctorate by research. You got the doctorate by research. I got the doctorate without doing the research. Somehow, Ilioba Manushaiddane, call him, give him some honor. No, I don't consider. I am not eager to put the prefix doctorate in my name. MB Puranik, Professor MB Puranik, Dr. MB Puranik, I don't like because I didn't work like others who have worked. So, my young friends, I don't want to elaborate, but every child of mine who are undergoing studies here, two things is important. Sir, madam, I am interested to keep my children in my campus. Some of them want to escape. They don't want to stay here. They want to go for a PG, make enjoyment. My dear children, you will never get such an healthy environment elsewhere. You have got the freedom to eat kebab or whatever outside, but this rich environment, as doctor said now, I have not seen in any campus. I never prompted him before, sir, ನೀವು ಭಾಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಡಿ ನಮ್ಮದು ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಅಂತ. I never prompted him. And please understand, I tell both the principals, please, not that my hostel should be full here. My campus is, I have got a ladies' hostel, more than to accommodate more than 600 students. Unfortunately, I say, my girls are eager to run away from this. I don't know the polluted society, how it is. I, being an elderly person who has got lot of importance for ethics, values, moral values, not that I suspect you, but there is every chance there is a dirty atmosphere outside. You will be attracted by drugs. You will be attracted by so many nuisance outside. I wanted to create an atmosphere. Let my children grow in a very, very healthy, natural atmosphere. I tell both the principal, whatever the bloody universities say, circular, I want every child of mine should be in the hostel unless they have got a home here with parents. They also must stay here because you are going to learn. I see evening also, I have got canteen. The girls and boys collect red packets from outside. Biryani, chicken, I don't know what it is, I don't question. But please enjoy the vegetarian food. Vegetarian food is the richest food, healthiest food. That is what they say. And don't mistake me otherwise. Whatever may be the things, I am interested in you. Suppose I am able to give to the nation a successful individual who is well learned and know ins and outs of yoga and naturopathy, theory and practical, they will be able to contribute to others, not only making their livelihood, more than that, they have to do the research. They should not only confine your knowledge for the textbook or the syllabus what is prescribed by your university, Rajiv Gandhi University, yoga. Beyond we can go, beyond, much beyond. So, you are celebrating such auspicious day, very useful day, inviting great personalities who have done great work in this field as a model. Who should be your model? Not the film stars, cricket people, or someone politician. They are our real models. You can see, here is a model. We have to become like this. With this, I thank both the guests today. I am going to hear from madam also, I am eager to know. Again, without any hypocrisy, from the bottom of my heart, I am a learner. I want to know more about yoga, more about naturopathy, more about health sciences. So, though I am in the verge of my retirement and my age, many people ask, everybody don't say their age, but I say my age. My wife asks, why you are telling your age? Who compelled you? I compelled to say my age for two reasons. One, in this age, I may talk little more than required. Let them have some sympathy. Muduka, Arulu Maralu, aged man, let us excuse him. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡುವ ಅಂತ. Second thing, people should know at this age how active Puranik is, how much involved. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed at 11 o'clock. Half an hour rest I may take immediately after I may go to the Ayurvedic college. I got a guest house here. I may do. Otherwise, I am physically, mentally fit person to fight. So I thank my country, my system, and also my teachers. Ultimately, I thank my students. Sir, I am thankful to my students, my young children of KG, first standard, fifth standard. They keep me lively. People ask, doctors ask, why you are so cheerful, low lively, and I am younger, 20 years younger than you, sir. I have become old, I am worried. I say, morning to night, I am with kids. I am with youngsters. Their innocence, their cheerful face inspires me to be young. So once again, I thank the guests. This is not the first time. Please visit time and again. You may be in Lucknow or any place. Madam is a busy practitioner. Consider that it is your own home. We are building a wonderful hospital, 100-bedded hospital with all the facilities. It may be very, very confined to a small building, but I have got every facilities there to treat any number of patients. I have got a beautiful Ayurvedic hospital. Many people confuse. Puranik has built a Ayurvedic hospital to convert into a modern hospital. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಲೋಪತಿ ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. I got a operation theatre, spent 2 crore, not required much for Ayurveda. Still, I want to make it update. So probably, as I said, I would have spoken a little more. When I look at my children, when I look at my staff, only one thing I would like to trust, sir, it is true. I have got a wonderful faculty. My staff members, teaching and non-teaching staff. I have about 790 staff members in my 11 institution. If Puranik is something, if I am really happy, it is because of my principals, vice principals, professors, teachers, and my staff. I am young, I am extremely happy. With teachers, I should be extremely happy with my students. Thank you very much. Not last, not least, I would like to just hold your hand. My motherland, Bharat is my country. Cheer her. When I say with full of your voice, Jai. Bolo Bharat Mata ki. You are shameful. Come to my high school. Come to my piece. A roof will fly. Both the principals are here. Vinayak and Mohandas. One day, suppose I return to my chair without shouting the slogan, "Sir, sir," they will call me back. It's not full. I am not happy, my children. You are the people to build the nation. The future of India is in your hand. You are going to enjoy the fruit of this great country. Again, with 4 jaws, I may not be able to shout more because more damage will be done to my old heart. Again, with full jaws. And you should not be second to my high school and primary school student. Bolo Bharat Mata ki. See this? If you will, you can do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hari Om. Good morning to everyone. So it's a genuine pleasure to express my sincere gratitude on behalf of 11th International Yoga Day for the resounding program of Yoga Samavesha. So first of all, I would like to thank our beloved President, Dr. M.B. Puranik sir, for blessing us, being with us in all the event throughout the year. Thank you, sir. I thank Mr. Samir Puranik sir, Director of Sharda Group of Institution, in his absence for his continuous support. A huge thanks to our esteemed chief guest and chairperson, Dr. Naveen Halappa sir, for his inspiring presence. Your words resonated deeply with everyone, and we are truly grateful for your time with us. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Dr. Uday Kumar sir for being the part of this event as a speaker to enlighten the knowledge of the gathering. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Dr. Roshita ma'am for being the part of this event as a speaker to address the people on mental well-being. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank Dr. Sandeep Baikal sir, Principal of Sharda Ayurveda Medical College, for your time and support for all the events. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our beloved principal, Dr. Nandish N.S. sir, for all-time support for organizing this event and other events also. Thank you, sir. I thank Dr. Latamani ma'am, Vice Principal of our college, for her support in making this event successful. Thank you, ma'am. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to our generous teaching and non-teaching staff. Your commitment is invaluable. Your dedication and hard work have been truly remarkable. Thank you all for your unwavering commitment. I also want to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of our volunteers and committee members. A special thanks to Sharada Vidyaniketana Public School and PU College principals, staff and workers for backing up this event through the venue. Thank you all. And finally, to you, the audience, our all BNYS students and the people who has gathered here for learning mental well-being through yoga, and interns, MC, technical team in making this event very successful. We are deeply grateful to each and every one of you who contributed to this success of the program. Thank you one and all.
The dualities, whether to do it, whether not to do it, whether do it now, whether not to do it. That is in the mind. The dvandva is there not only in the mind, but also in the senses, but also in the body functions. Some people may be overweight, some people may be underweight. Some people may be having increased blood pressure, some people may be having decreased blood pressure. Some people may be having hyperglycemia, some may be having hypoglycemia. Some may be hyperactive, not able to stand in one place. Some may be very less active, may sit at a corner and weep. So all are dvandvas. Dvandvas are there in the physique. Dvandvas are there in the physical activities. Dvandvas are there in the physiological functions. Some may be having excess hunger. Some may be having less hunger. Dvandvas are there in the psychological functions. All kinds of the dvandvas you can overcome by the practice of asana. When you practice it like asana, if you practice it like a physical exercise, you may get the benefit of physical exercise only. So if you wish to get the benefit of asana, it has to be done with proper breathing. Then whenever you come to the pranayama practice, earlier slide please. So pranayama, prana is that which is there within our body. Because of that we are living. The external air which is there in the body, because of that we are living. So if that breathing is not there in the body, we are dead. So that we need to extend. Why you have to extend? So there are various reasons what Hatha Yoga text states, like Swatmarama. There are mainly two reasons. One is the relation between the breathing and the mind. So whenever your mind is not under your control, your breathing will be fast. We can observe it. Whenever you are under tension, your breathing will be fast. Whenever you are in the calm mood, your breathing will be slow. So whenever your mind is not in your control, whenever you are in an angry mood, you can't control your mind. But you can control your breathing. So by controlling your breathing, you can control your mind. So we can observe it. So whenever your mind is not under control, if you just close your eyes, if you take a deep breathing, complete exhalation, for few minutes, your breathing will regulate your mind. Your mind has to control. Because there is a direct relation. One more relation is breathing and the lifespan. The faster you breathe, the faster will be your deterioration speed. So there are various examples. So in olden days, in ancient time, many yogis used to practice yoga and they were able to live for hundreds of years, even thousands of years. They will be breathing slower. A tortoise will breathe only 3 to 4 times per minute, which lives for 300, 400 years. A human being who is breathing 12 to 16 times will live, say, 400 years maximum. So because of any reason, if you are breathing faster, it may be because of your activity, it may be because of the stress, it may be because of the increased unnecessary physical load. That's what you can see in gym or other heavy physical activities. Your lifespan will reduce. If you go to the history of heavy exercises, they will not live longer. So of course, we may say that we are not interested to expand your lifespan. But for those years whoever living, we should be healthy. So the breathing regulation is the key. So whenever you come to the meditation, so if you are under tension, everyone used to say that you go for meditation. But simply sitting with closed eyes will not become the meditation. We should have the continuous concentration. So you can get it only if you master over asana and pranayama. At least you should be able to sit firmly on place. Otherwise, whenever you close the eyes, the pain you may get it on the lower back. Your concentration will go there. The mind may wander. So if you practice asana, pranayama, meditation in a row, you will be getting the maximum benefit of it. It doesn't mean that you need to practice yoga for 1 hour or 2 hours. But whichever you practice, it should be in favor of your body. Depending on your health issues or other things, you may choose only 5 minutes practice. But it should be like a capsule which can favor your body functions. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So there are many practices which are listed with respect to the functioning of the cognitive health and the emotional balance. So many practices, like if one of the example I will give you, the Supta Vajrasana. Sit in Vajrasana and bend forward. The senior citizen may not be, if you are not able to do that, you may sit on a chair and hold the hands on the back and bend forward. So one of the healthy practice where the circulation will be improved to your brain cells. So whenever you come to the rejuvenation of the brain cells or any cells of the body, circulation is the key. So without disturbing or loading any other organs of the body, you should be able to improve the circulation. So whenever you are able to do that, naturally your rejuvenation favors. Next slide, please. Next. Okay, last, Viparita Karani. Before that, yeah. Viparita Karani, everyone you may heard of. Sarvangasana or Shishasana. According to their capacity, one has to do. If you go for the ropes or any other things, so I feel sorry to say that they are against to the Shastras, against to the sciences. So whenever you do according to your capacity, the circulation to the brain will improve without disturbing other organs of the body. So which will favor the rejuvenation. The cognitive functions, if you wish to improve, the rejuvenation has to be done. Asana can do that. Next slide. The pranayama, where the imbalances I told you already. The homeostasis we speak of. The balanced state of each and every functions of the body. Naturally, body tries to do that. Yoga can create a congenial atmosphere. Pranayama can create a congenial atmosphere for that. The sympathetic and parasympathetic activity can be balanced. We can observe it. Whenever your sympathetic activity is more, we'll be breathing more on the right. Whenever parasympathetic activity is more, we'll be breathing more on the left. So Anuloma Viloma or Nadi Shuddhi, whichever you do, can balance it. So there are many other such techniques of pranayama which can favor the functioning of your mind or your brain. Next. So meditation, I already spoke. So there are many studies done where the brain waves, whichever maybe get influenced because of the imbalances in the mind. So we used to say the chitta vikshepas. So that can be balanced. Online you can show how a pranayama or meditation will reduce the unwanted thoughts or the disturbances on the mind. So in a nutshell, I used to say that, so yoga, the holistic approach of yoga has got the potentiality to improve the cognitive health, the balance, not only the emotional balance, all kinds of balance within an individual. If you adopt it properly, then you can do wonders. Thank you for the opportunity. So anything you wish to ask me, you may please.
Audience, anyone have questions? Students and faculty? We can take 1 or 2 questions maximum. Jnana Yoga starts with questions. Students should start asking questions that will help you to empower yourself, even to improve yourself in future. Anyone? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Uday Kumar.
Okay,
I will
thank
give
you, sir.
concluding remarks at the end after Dr. Roshita will address you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for the...
Namaste everyone. Had breakfast? Anyone here without breakfast? Woke up late or didn't have time? Woke up late. Studied late night. Exams are going on? Okay. So don't skip your breakfast, okay? Everyone must have breakfast and come to the classes. I have seen few who have raised hands without breakfast. Maybe because you didn't have time, but this is not the excuse. Practice yoga, you will definitely can do multiple things at a time, okay? So before moving to the topic, today I want to thank this institution for calling me here as a speaker. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Nandi sir, principal, and Dr. Naveen sir. I'm very happy that I'm sharing or sitting very next to him. He's a great personality. So when I was working at SDM, he was there as HOD. At that time, I used to ask few doubts, which used to go above my head because I was just passed out BNYS. I didn't understand what terms he was using. So his thinking, his understanding about yoga, everything was very different, which as a fresher I couldn't understand. And today I'm happy that I could come here to give a talk. Last year I came to the same location for my sister's orientation class. She's studying here in 12th standard. Many of my friends who have completed PU from the same institution, they are working abroad, they are working in reputed hospitals. So, and I congratulate all the students for selecting this beautiful course, because even though if you don't take up the career, you have invested in your health, because investing in health is very important rather than the money or finance that you are going to invest, because health is ultimately wealth. Since you are doing yoga regularly, having sattvic food and chanting prayers, so all these are definitely going to help you in your career or in your personal growth. So this is what I wanted to tell you. So to begin with, most of the time I take my classes sharing stories of my patients. So a few months back, 2 months ago, one of my own school junior, she called me up from Europe, okay. So she called and said, she was literally crying because she couldn't conceive. She was trying for pregnancy. And she said, Roshita, I was doing yoga, I was doing a healthy lifestyle, but even then I got some fibroids, which is making difficult to conceive, okay. So then she asked me, what is the point in practicing yoga? What is the point in following healthy lifestyle? Still I am not able to conceive. I said her, don't worry, you are on the right track. Definitely you will conceive and have a baby. Okay. Last week she called me up and said, from Europe, the doctor said she has a miracle pregnancy. Nobody has conceived with 6 fibroids. And so they are like, they can't believe that she has conceived. So this one point I wanted to tell you, when you practice yoga, when you follow healthy lifestyle, nothing goes in waste. Okay. You can come, even though you have some issues, you can definitely overcome. I have seen with many of the patients who come with the same complaint. They say they are practicing yoga, they are following lifestyles, still have ended up with few diseases. That's because we are humans. Definitely we'll come across diseases. But then when you follow a healthy lifestyle, you can easily overcome those diseases. So let me come to the topic, understanding mental well-being in later life. Next. So as this topic goes for senior citizens or later life, the main problem what they face is emotional struggles. Yes, they have emotional struggles, especially in this era, because we have now Gen Z generations, yes, now upcoming is Alpha. It's very difficult to make them understand our concept, and it's very difficult for us to understand your concepts. Yes, there is always some or the other arguments happens with your parents. Maybe they don't understand what you say, or maybe we are not able to understand what you say, because I have my sister, okay, we are 20 years different, so there is lot of thinking difference between me and my sister. So this will definitely come in this era with elder peoples and the younger generations. So how can we overcome? There will be, they may be having retirement or isolation or physically health issues, and these issues might affect the mind. So yoga will definitely help in older generations or older group of people to overcome this kind of difficulties. How it will help? Sir has already told, it's the gut-brain axis. Naveen sir has told about the gut dysbiosis. And when we eat healthy food, it's not that only physical practice of yoga that is going to help. Yoga is beyond the physical practices. Everybody agree that? Yes? Yes. So once we follow sattvic lifestyle, practice yoga, this gut dysbiosis. Hope everybody knows what is gut dysbiosis. There are first years here, many first years? No? Okay. So whenever there is bad bacteria in the higher rate compared to the good bacteria, we'll end up with emotional struggles, especially in ladies with hormonal imbalance. This happens. When we calm the mind with yoga, automatically this gut dysbiosis goes away. In my clinic, we give just diet therapy and yoga therapy, nothing else. So with simple yoga therapy, first what we will do is, we'll ask them to practice yoga for 10 days. In that 10 days itself, they get lot of change. They end up with not having cravings. Usually when patients come, they say after lunch they feel like eating a sweet. Okay, so once they start practicing yoga, this cravings automatically disappears. Then for me it is easier for them to give the sattvic diet. So yoga will definitely help in elderly people to overcome the stress. I had one patient when I was working in allopathy hospital. He came after his bypass surgery, and he was with many medications. Okay, there were 6 medications which usually after CABG people take. So he approached me to overcome the anxiety, because even after the surgery he was like, he had the fear of death. So we just gave him MSRT for a month every day, and he could overcome that fear. And he went back to the doctor, and doctor has reduced the dosage of medication, and now he's living without medication. After 10 years of his surgery, now he's living without any medications. So the tools in yoga, we think, okay, yoga is very simple, it's like adjuvant therapy, but it can become the main therapy when patient does it with mind consistently for long period of time. It's not that 1 week he does, he leaves, come back after 6 months. No, you should make them practice daily. So this comes when we as students or practitioners do ourselves, as doctor has said. Once we practice, we can strongly educate our patients to do the same. How many of you practice pranayama before exams, before going to exam hall? How many of you have exam fear? Only few? I still have exam fear. Yes. So everybody next. Otherwise, what you have planned will go in waste. So you have to, every day you have to write down before sleeping, what are your goals, what you have to do in this month, next month to achieve your goal. When you practice yoga, you can achieve all this. Next. So you all, how many are first year BNYS students here? Anatomy completed or on the process? On the? Okay. I'll give you one, how many months completed? First years? 6 months? 8 months. So you know leg muscles? Muscles in the foot? Okay, I will ask you simple question. This is not Viva, okay? Just for your understanding. First years, all BNYS students, sit straight. And now I'll give you one simple exercise. Remove your chappal. Keep your foot on the ground. Completely on the ground, flat. Okay? Now just lift your foot. Just lift your foot. you getting the stretch? Which muscle? Okay, now you stand. BNY students, please stand without chappal. Now you stand on your toes. Which muscles are getting stretched? Is it the same muscle or different? Same? How many of you feel it's different? Different muscles? Only few. Sit. So when you sit and stretch, you get more stretch on your tendo-elchilis, right? Yes? Now you can feel. Now you stand and stretch. You get stretch on your gastrocnemius. Yes? This is how you have to correlate anatomy and yoga. And you can easily tell patients when they come up with a foot pain or calf muscle pain, when you advise exercises, it should be like this. Find out where actually it's paining, which muscle is affecting, and give them this exercise. Why I told about this exercise is because elders, usually they like to do sit chair exercises. So when you give them, you should focus so much. Why you're investing your 5.5 years here? Because you need to correlate muscles and yoga. Okay, then you get the good results. So when you advise yoga for senior citizens, not only for seniors, for anyone, when you give exercises or yoga, correlate your science, medical science with the traditional textbooks, okay? So all this I need not say, because you all know that asanas, pranayama, meditation. Sir has taken a detailed session on that with sloka. So hope you all had a good understanding on that, and I will not repeat all those, okay? Next is about the sattvic living, which is very much important for the elders. Give them always fresh, home-cooked vegetarian food if possible, because it's difficult for them to digest when you give meat or any other non-vegetarian food. For them, it's always the sattvic food which is going to help them to have the clarity of mind. Routine, they might think, okay, I need not wake up early because my kids are out of school or college. Still encourage them to wake up early, eat well, sleep on time, and ask them for going for some bhajans in temples or some singing bhajans, reading, give them some books, make them like when you were kids, how your parents asked you to read storybooks, same way ask them to read some of the books, and helping others also will definitely help for having a sattvic living. Next. Daily mental wellness routine, morning pranayama, light stretches, gratitude, afternoon balanced meal. Every time give importance to home cooked food rather than packed refined cereals. Have you seen now many of the products from outside? We get multi-grain cereals, packed food, just add in water, drink it. Have you seen that? So instead of that, try to have traditional home cooked food which is balanced food. Then evening walk, night avoid screens. Okay, ask the elders. This definitely going to help them in balancing hormone, something called melatonin, which will release only when you are in dark. Okay, next. So this is one story about our patient who was 72 years. She was not able to sleep. She had insomnia for long years. And now, since with 3 months of yoga, we asked her to come to clinic to do yoga, because she comes, she talks with few people around, she mingles with other patients, and she got very good sleep over time with 3 months of time. So just practice. We gave her simple yogasana, simple chair yoga in the beginning. And later she started doing it herself at home. Okay, next. So this I'm not going to make you do because you have some yoga session after this, I guess. So old age is not the end, it's the new phase of inner growth. Mental health is your right, not luxury. This is the one main thing you have to tell to the older people at home. They have taken care of us, they have taken care of their grandchildren, they have forgotten to take care of their own mental health. So tell them taking care of our own mental health is not only the right, it's not a luxury, they have to take care of their mental health. So yoga offers the tools to stay joyful, focused and peaceful. Next. So we have some beautiful Sattvic recipes on our YouTube channel. You all can see those and you can share to your elder people at home also. It's very easy to prepare, which will help your patients also to have the Sattvic recipes. There are many recipes of boiled food, uncooked food, and how to stay healthy with the Sattvic food. So thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to speak and share my experiences with you all. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Depressed, elderly, geriatric population, if they are more depressed, then you should not give them silence meditation for more than 15 minutes. You should give them chanting meditation, Om chanting meditation for less than 15 minutes. This is very, very important. Okay. Few aspects we need to take care. No regular medication, have knees and back pain. Yeah, whatever yoga practices which you do on knees should be avoided. Okay, but with yoga and naturopathy, you can do wonder here. With this, I would like to give my concluding remarks. Maybe sir has some question. Yeah, please, sir.
Here is a question from a senior citizen. I am observing we give vegetable, especially the palya, and also the vegetables for the sambar. The present day, 80% of them, they do not touch the vegetables. They keep it aside. And even few, 1 or 2 months, they switch over to the, now, the media, the parents, peer groups, majority of them are interested in packed food only. Mothers are not interested in prepare and giving ready-made food. In the basic level, when they are infant, if they are motivated or practiced to take this food, what would be their fate when they grow up? And how to control it emotionally or the medias, advertisement, TV, everywhere you see only the
which is actually influencing this young mind, because I have my own sister who is studying here. So I asked her, why don't you take this food? She said she gets bored. Now, I think we need to educate them regarding healthy food. We need to give more talks or health education that must be introduced little more regarding the food, or asking them to cook, or asking them to cook themselves a day at home, or insisting them to give some homeworks regarding making their own food. I think then that can bring a change, because at our clinic what we do is we make every 6 months a camp for kids and make them cook, make them eat salads, and what parents used to say is they don't eat this at home. When they give cucumbers or carrot at home, they don't eat. But with the friends group, when they cook, they eat. So this is what my small experience, what I have seen. I don't know about the big institution, how to solve this problem. So we'll ask Naveen sir.
It's been very good in sharing your thoughts. My view is since we have a lot of scientific evidence on intermittent fasting, which address most of the major issues which I said, chronic inflammation, and impaired autophagy, impaired dysbiosis, and there are many aspects. So it is advisable for students to introduce at least 14-hour window period. Let us not get into 16-hour window period. That will become little large for the students. At least 14-hour window period, so that maybe around remarks now. Dr. Uday Kumar has rightly pointed out some basic practices in yoga, and further he elaborated on Patanjali Yoga Sutras. More importantly, Bhagavad Gita Sutra, Shloka, right? Shloka, Yuktahara Viharasya, which generally we follow very much strictly in yoga and naturopathy. You know, moderation in sleep, moderation in eating, moderation in exercise, moderation in recreation, what exercise which you do. In JSS, I used to observe, let me give my example. Most of the BNS colleges, the girl strength is more. So, immediate administrative decision I took as a principal there, because monthly once students used to go out. So most of them I used to see the mental health issues, anxiety, depression and other issues. Then I told them to make at least 15 days once they should go out. Subsequently on Sunday, and subsequently weekly once they should go out, so that they will be reducing their anxiety and depression levels. Even recently when I addressed in some college, one of the student of mine, JSS student, he was the faculty, and he introduced me with this example. So this is very important to address the students. Students should do exercise. They don't do exercise once they get into medical college or hostel. So further, to add to Yuktahara Viharasya, that is very important, moderation, which yoga and naturopathy can be very, very useful, because yoga is only 8 to 10%, but naturopathy is 100%. You can do wonder with yoga and naturopathic medicine, which work like a synergistic effect. Okay? And further, two important sutra I would like to add. Vitarka Badane Pratipaksha Bhavanam. These applicable to elderly patients, because once they age, they have more negative thoughts in their mind. What we do when we have more negative thoughts? We have to bring more positive thoughts. Subsequently, we have to add some positive behaviors, positive eating behavior, sattvic diet with positive eating behavior, positive recreation to involve in exercise, etc. One more important sutra, which is very important for elderly, that is Maitri Karuna Mudita Upekshanam, Sukha Dukkha, Punya, Apunya, Vishayanam, Bhavanat, Chitta Prasadanam. I hope still I remember that sutra, very important sutra, where they talk about friendliness among each other. They talk about compassion, not just showing compassion, because previously, last week, one institution they called me, one of the Padma Shri Award winner from Kidwai oncologist. She has renounced all her property, whatever she earned, and she devoted to the poor people. So we talk about Karma Yoga, but she is the real Karma Yogi. Okay? So compassion, not just showing compassion is enough. You should go and help people. That is very, very important.
Health and well-being. This session will be led by two dynamic and compassionate facilitators, Dr. Nayana and Dr. Anupriya. We request everyone to participate wholeheartedly as we conclude the day with mindful practice. Thank you. Over to Dr. Nayana.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. Sit in any comfortable meditative posture. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಸುಖಾಸನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕೈಗಳನ್ನು ಚಿನ್ಮುದ್ರಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥಂಬ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಿಂಗರನ್ನು ಜೋಡಿಸಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ಅದನ್ನು ತೊಡೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಚಿ, ಕತ್ತು ಹಾಗೂ ಬೆನ್ನು ನೇರ. ದೀರ್ಘವಾದ ಉಸಿರು ಒಳಗೆ, ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ. ಇನ್ಹೇಲ್, ಎಕ್ಸೇಲ್. ದೀರ್ಘವಾದ ಉಸಿರು ಒಳಗೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಯೋಗಾಭ್ಯಾಸಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಹಾಗೂ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮೂರು ಬಾರಿ ಓಂಕಾರದೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ದಿನದ ಸೆಷನನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ದೀರ್ಘವಾದ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಒಳಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಹೇಳಿ